Hello, Ray Phoenix here. Welcome to Let's Play Ape Escape Part 2. This time around, we're finally in the mysterious age. We're in the thick jungle. We're like in some sort of, maybe in the Congo somewhere like that. Some big, lush and green jungle. There's all sorts of Venus fly traps and things that come after you and prehistoric bugs. And of course, what would this place be without monkeys hiding around for us to capture? There's a rich my stun club equipped on me all the time. I'm going to be spinning around. So you can use the left hand, the right analog stick, sorry, to spin the stun club around. And so you can be, it's actually kind of a useful trick. It's like Crash Bandicoot when he does a spin attack. Actually quite useful against a lot of enemies, especially when enemies are coming at you from every single direction angle you could think of. So you see there we caught, I think that's the first monkey we caught that wears black shorts, because each monkey wears the color of their shorts determines what their personality is. The kind that wear yellow are the normal ones. The ones that wear light blue are kind of weak, I think, or not really the best. And the ones that wear red are like always angry and aggravated all the time, very strong and powerful. The black ones are the ones that carry the machine guns and are always willing to, have an itchy trigger finger. The ones that wear green have rocket launchers on them too. There's ones that wear dark blue that are really fast. There's ones that wear white shorts that are like, they're just like yellow monkeys but more alert. It's interesting they give each monkey for their own personality kind of thing in this game. Each monkey has their own personality. You can actually view like a whole screen, the whole data screen that shows like information, stats for each and every monkey in the game. It's pretty cool to actually put that amount of detail into this game. There's a lot of things we can't do in this level yet, because this game does require a lot of backtracking if you haven't figured it out yet. There's a lot of backtracking involved in this game. And right now, we can't really do anything in this part of the game because we need the Sky Flyer to get up there, and we need the slingshot shooter to take down that monkey in the UFO, so we're going to have to come back to this level when we get those gadgets. It's not possible to get every monkey in this game or everything in this game the first time around. There is backtracking required, and again, both Spyro sequels required backtracking. The only Spyro game that I know of on the PS1 that didn't require any backtracking was Spyro 1. I actually proved years ago that it's possible to beat Spyro 1 without any backtracking, without doing any backtracking. Because in Spyro 1, you don't really have any like gadgets or special abilities or things to earn in that game. But Spyro 2 and 3 do. And that's what this game is kind of like. There's so many gadgets in this game. There's some things you don't get until much later in the game that could be used to capture monkeys in the earlier levels of the game. So now we're going to this part. This part's pretty cool. We have to use a rowboat. We have to row ourselves away from that electric eel that's hiding out in the water right there. I hear electric eels aren't actually as bad as people think they are. But it's prehistoric times still. I think this is still some sort of prehistoric era in history. It's after the dinosaurs, I think, but still before mankind existed or before mankind really took off. So, yeah, I don't know if they were like back then. There was all sorts of creatures that may have existed in this time that we don't really know about. Like we see movies, they make movies about, or shows about too. Like there's the Flintstones, where they think humans and dinosaurs live to each other, but it's really inaccurate. There's Ice Age, which is a long, Monova-sized series that's set in prehistoric times, back when the world was covered in ice. I wonder when the next Ice Age will occur. Probably won't be in our lifetimes. There could be another one in the next, several thousand years maybe. So I just got a new life there from collecting 100 of those gold triangles. There's cookies around too. Those cookies are our health. I forgot to mention that before. Those cookies are our health. Those mailboxes tell us where, give us information on things. The red ones are automatically activated when you walk near them, but the blue ones are not automatically activated, so you have to hit them with your stun club. There's a monkey. There's some monkeys are just lazy, so they like to hang around and like getting caught. I think some of these monkeys actually like getting caught by us. It's like they don't even put up a fight at all. And some of them do the exact opposite. Some of them put up a really big fight. Of course, these analog control sticks, of course, to make Spike row the boat, row the rowboat around. So those are raft boats. I wonder how that got into the mysterious age. Did the professor come here and put that there? I don't know. We're also in this world too, the mysterious age. We're going to be coming across some pretty mysterious stuff, such as mysterious ruins and mysterious relics and things like that from species that may have predated mankind. It may have even been from aliens, because some people think aliens built some of our ancient statues or ancient structures, like maybe possibly like the pyramids of Giza or Stonehenge or something like that. So we got all the monkeys that we need to clear the level, or it's the first time we go for levels. We're gonna have to go for all these levels again at the end, but that's gonna be, way later. So we got all the monkeys there that we need right there. So now we're back at the time station. We're gonna head back to we're gonna head to the next level, the Dark Ruins. Ooh, the ruins. there's something like mystical about these ruins. I don't know. There's all sorts of like mysterious like ruins and mysterious artifacts, things that exist. Why aren't there so many history museums around? And this is also the only game in the Ape Escape series that involves time travel, which is actually kind of good in that sense. They didn't just make all of them about time travel. The series would have been boring if they actually made it all about time travel. But no, they actually did something unique with each game and actually praise the people. The people who make Ape Escape games, they never get enough credit. I wish they would get more credit. If I ruled the world, there would be a lot more Ape Escape games than just the 3 that actually got made. Ape Escape would be a really large franchise. I don't just mean full of spin-off games. There are a lot of spin-off games to this. I wouldn't just mean like that. There'd also be like at least 8 or 10 or 9 or 10 Ape Escape games out by now, and each one would be better than the last. And they would always have the new music, and they pay homage. Some of them might pay homage to the earlier ones. I even came up with an idea for making an arcade game based around Ape Escape, an Ape Escape arcade game. And then again, arcades are kind of a dying thing. My favorite arcade closed a while back, and I'm kind of pissed with that. I love retro arcades. I like playing the arcades. There's nothing like playing a good old classic game on an actual arcade cabinet machine. But unfortunately, retro arcades are going the way of the dodo, which is actually quite sad. I really wish there were more retro arcades around. So I really like those. I think that's the best way to play games. But they're dying off. I think I mentioned before, if there was one arcade game I'd actually buy an actual machine of, it would be the Star Wars arcade machine, because it's really hard to emulate, and it doesn't appear on very many emulators, and I did try playing it on the RetroArch, on the PC and Raspberry Pi for controller, but it's just not the same as playing it on the actual arcade machine. So now we're going to this strange part of the ruins where the statues are going to come out and attack us. Well, that one didn't, but some of them do come out and attack us. And there's a dark blue pants monkey sitting there. He's probably waiting for us to come. He's going to run really fast. Those monkeys are really fast. Probably just waiting for us to come. And look at that. He didn't get much of a chance at all because we captured him. So it's going to go for these Indiana Jones-like ruins where we jump on those things. And there's a lot of jumping and hitting buttons and being aware of statues that are going to come out after you and kill you. Because you can get killed by statues in this game. That one almost killed us too. So they just come out at random. The statues just pop out at random. You have to hit stuff. You have like a time limit to jump to something. You have to jump from one thing, jump to another thing, jump from one end to another end. That's the first time that we came across a monkey with green pants. They have rocket launchers. They shoot rockets at us. I wonder how monkeys became so elaborate that fast. I wonder how Spectre even got to do all this so quickly. This all happened really fast. Suddenly, as Spectre managed to build a whole army, and he sent monkeys everywhere to all parts of the world for different time periods. Does he really think this is going to rewrite history and make apes the dominant species of the world? Some people might think our world would be better if it was ruled by apes, considering how people have often failed to rule Earth. Humans haven't done a much better job either. Why do you think, why do you think the president has done such a horrid job of running the country? Do you think apes could have done better? Didn't you use a commercial for Ape Escape that involved George W. Bush getting messed over, screwed over by the monkeys from these games from Ape Escape, and they end up spraying graffiti on the White House? I still wondered what Ape Escape game that was for. I figured out they're most likely promoting Ape Escape 3, which came out after the 2004 election. So I had seen from the 2004 election in the commercial. It was a UK commercial too, apparently. It only aired in the UK, and they used George W. Bush, because that's where he's the most famous, right? In the UK. I remember a lot of kids that I knew in elementary school disagree with me that former US presidents are famous people. They don't consider them to be famous celebrities. They disagreed with me that Bill Clinton is someone famous. But then again, it's probably because they just don't know who Bill Clinton is, and people often think that if I've never heard of someone or something before, then that means it's not famous. There's a lot of obscure arcade games I've never heard of before, but I get to play them now thanks to emulation. It wasn't for emulation. A lot of these old classics we lost in the sands of time. And that's the thing about retro games in general. Retro games in general are becoming harder and harder to find. Ape Escape, you could buy a disc of Ape Escape for an arm and a leg, pretty much, from last I checked. It costs like close to $100 to buy a copy of this game. It's becoming rare and more obscure. It's going to get worse and worse as time goes on, mostly due to inflation, the economy not really doing as well. these games are just going to be getting more and more expensive. That's the reason why I never had an SNES system. I always wanted a Super Nintendo Entertainment System when I was a kid, an SNES, but my parents never bought me one because they were too expensive, and the games are too expensive too. And this is like years after the system was current. This is like back when it was back when it's retro. When it was a retro system. It's a retro system. It still costs a lot. A lot of people even say stuff like, "Why do retro video games cost so much?" Well, it's because they're collectibles. They're collector items. Like a lot of vintage comic books. A lot of vintage comic books are collector's items too. That's why they cost so much. I don't want to necessarily collect it. I just want to play the game or read it or have fun with it. That's the reason why they're really made, is so we could have fun with them, right? Games are made to have fun with, not necessarily to be collected. I mean, sure, collecting them is fun too, don't get me wrong, but we really get these games so we can play them, right? And have fun with them, enjoy ourselves at the time of our lives with these games. I have a lot of fond, nostalgic memories of this Ape Escape game. I used to play this game a lot on my slim PS1 in 2007, and I also got to play it a lot on my fat gray PlayStation as well too. I really had some of the best memories playing this game. I really think they should make more. I really think Sony or whoever makes these games really should consider making more Ape Escape games. It really is a great franchise that I wish that we could see more of. And more spin-off games and honestly, spin-off games, but those are nice too. They can make a whole game based on mini games, but the mini games, a lot of them are not the best. The first Ape Escape has the best mini games, I think, in the franchise. And so, yeah, we capture all the monkeys we need to capture for now in the Dark Ruins. This is Ray Phoenix, signing out.